Ladies and gentlemen, as President of the Luxembourg Customs Union, it is a great pleasure and honor for me to be able to welcome you here to the 20th European Customs Conference in Luxembourg. This year's Customs Conference, as you know, is devoted to the general subjects as 40 years of Customs Union. It started with the reception yesterday in the Philharmonie and with the concert celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Luxembourg Customs Orchestra, and I hope that the participants rocked and rolled. A world debut was EFA Fanfare, composed by the director of the Luxembourg Customs Orchestra, Paul Drum, and I hope you'll be able to hear it on the website of EFA. Whoever was unfortunate enough not to be able to attend will be able to hear another version for normal orchestra at the municipality this evening. This is the first time that an EFA Customs Conference is taking place in Luxembourg, and even if Luxembourg has its own language, the people who've grown up in Luxembourg can speak German because children learn it from the very first year. This is something I'm saying because in Luxembourg, more than 40% of the population consists of foreigners, and the trend is growing. Even if the introduction of dual nationality, which has been planned by the end of the year, does not change anything, that means that for German citizens to be living in Luxembourg, to be able to enjoy Luxembourg citizenship, we will need a bilateral agreement between Germany and Luxembourg, and it's being discussed. Then, perhaps one day, German nationals today will be able to become members of Luxembourg's customs administration one day. Luxembourg's Customs and Excise Administration is a small administration with 449 male and 37 female employees. A small country such as Luxembourg does not have the same major restructuring problems in customs administration like Germany with its new federal finance direction. However, as a customs union and as a recognized personnel representation, we always try to do the best for all members of staff, and this is not always easy with a finance minister who, since 1989, has been Jean-Claude Juncker, and since he was appointed in 1995 as a head of government, and has been more at home in Europe than his own country. That meant that in 1993, with the opening up of the single market, we had to exercise a great deal of pressure to the finance minister so that the customs administration would not diminish even more. We were quite successful because none of the officials of the customs administration had to change administration. To the contrary, the customs administration became a customs and excise administration. In other words, our customs administration became responsible for all indirect taxes, such as tax on spirits and even the right to make spirits. These became part of our remit and had not been so previously. Moreover, other tasks of the reorganized administration were placed in its responsibility. I would like to mention a few of the successes. For instance, the right to dispense alcohol, health and hygiene in public facilities, illegal employment, the levying of car and ecological taxes, veterinary protection, and particularly in international transport. We received all of these remits 5 years ago, right after France, where our administrators are trained, And most of us are very active in the transport field because we have had an economic union with Belgium since leaving the German Customs Union in 1999. We're working very close together with Belgian Customs. The Luxembourg Customs Union celebrated its 90th birthday a few weeks ago. For this reason, Detlef Zuccarelli, who's a former German Customs official, published a book on the German Customs administration in Luxembourg from 1940 and 1944. It was a difficult time for the people of Luxembourg, and not only customs administrators, and Mr. Zuccarelli was able to use available documents and countless interviews with witnesses. He was able to reconstruct the events. It is a very valuable book and should be found in every library. You were fortunate enough because I have not only an example, but a number of other copies which can be sold at 35 euros per volume. I hope that we have a very successful conference here in the Chamber of Commerce and that you like the city of Luxembourg so that perhaps we can have another customs conference here in Luxembourg. Thank you very much.